Welcome back to Kep Arts Customs. This is where we do whatever in the garage and we have fun doing it. Today we are going to be working on this 2001 Chevy Tahoe behind me. I'm going to be ripping out the dash. The blend door actuators aren't working and it has no AC. Now, I'm not too concerned about the AC myself, but my girlfriend is, and she wants it fixed. So I already did this the other day at a junkyard, and right there's the HVAC that I pulled out of a Yukon. Here are the things you might need. I got two of everything. So I got ratchets. You don't necessarily need this. This is a Harbor Freight one, but it swivels. I like these better than just a normal ratchet, but you can still use a normal ratchet if you want. I know there's going to be a lot of 10 millimeters. There's going to be definitely 15. Those are the main part for the dash, or 15s, and I got two of those. Extensions, 8 millimeter for the battery. There might be some 8 millimeters in there somewhere. I know there's some 10s. I'm pretty sure there's 13s, and then just a 15 millimeter for the dash, because I know they're there. Just handy to have a wrench right there. You will need 2 3/8. You don't need two of them, but you will need 3/8 to get some 8 millimeter stuff. I got a flathead and Phillips. I got two also. I ended up taking the quick disconnect stuff off with flathead screwdrivers at the junkyard. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but that seemed to work pretty well. I do have quick disconnect tool things. They're not the best ever, and I'm missing one, but they're here just in case. You can use power tools if you really want to. I might not do that because I don't want to break anything. I got an extra set of wrenches, lots of lights just to see. I got this DeWalt light that I cannot complain at all about, and then I got an extra battery. Magnetic trays are always good to throw your bolts in, and that's what I got there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and wish for the best, because this is gonna be a long process. All right, first things first, you want to pull this piece off. It comes around your steering wheel, and you pop this off. You want to turn your key on, pull your gear shift down to first gear, hold the brakes so that don't move, and then pop this off and it'll come right off. There we go. So there you go, you pop your dash piece off there. It's gonna show you these. I think these are actually 7 millimeter. I'll have to double check, but there's a bunch of them, and you just want to kind of just start taking them all off. There's one there. You got to take these vents off. There's one there, 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 there. All right, pop off your fuse panel, and we'll set that aside in the back, I guess. Now there's this Phillips. We'll take those two out right now, and this whole dash part will come off, and then we'll have couple bolts on the passenger side. I'll show you that here in a minute. All right, the same thing over here. You pop this panel off, except for this isn't a fuse panel, this is just a regular panel. Set that back there, and now there's the same 2 screws there, they're Phillips, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I think these vents here, I think they just pull out. Yeah, they do. So you just pull those out, you pull this one out, maybe. Okay. I think these do just pull out, but I think they're a little, there we go. Yeah, they're just a little bit harder. I think I broke that off of there. And then this one will pull out as well. All right. And then there are these Phillips, one there, one there. There's some screws down here. I'm just gonna take that glove box off, that glove box outer piece off, and then I'm gonna take these 7mm off, and then keep on going, keep on trucking. I don't know how you feel about it, but this had 2 rivets in it, and I just popped those off with a screwdriver. One there and one there. So if you want to do it a different way, you can, but yeah, that's how I did it. Glove box is off. So now with the glove box out of the way, you can start to see this is the box I'm after, this whole big black box here, and it's gonna be fun. And then this actuator here is broken, it's completely broken, and the blend door, I think it's somewhere under here, the blend door is broken. So yeah, this let me see if I can get under here. You can see it, there is a white clip right there. You push that in, and there's one on each side, and you pop this piece off. So you click this side, and you see that pulls that out. Now I gotta pop this side back out, and then you just pull it right out. Typical Chevy stuff. Throw that in the back with all the other shit. Struggle is real. So now you want to pop this center console out. I already popped it out. And there are gonna be 1, 2 7mm screws. It looks like there are 7mm bolts back here. Yeah, there's 2 of them to get this off. All right, I got those 2 bolts off behind here. Now you open this up, and there's going to be a couple of 7mm in here. You want to take those out. Okay, now you just pull this off. Alright, so as I'm looking, I don't know how involved you want to get with it, but I have noticed this dash piece will not come out. That's because there is a Phillips. There's multiple Phillips there. There's Phillips on the bottom part underneath this under here. I can't see it, but right there. There's one on that side. Yeah. So, after a lot of cussing and cursing, I finally just said, F it, and I broke it out. So, oh yeah, I almost forgot, you have to remove these off of both sides so you can pull your top piece off your dash. Alright, I got the dash out. If you got this far, congratulations. I had to fight this stupid thing. Didn't have to fight that at the junkyard, but this time I did. I don't know what the deal was. It just wouldn't come apart. That's the clip there. Yeah, it just was not happy. It was not good. Alright, it's now day 2. Here's where we're at with the dash. We got all the plastics out. We got to get the main metal structure part out, and we got the center console piece kind of out and everything, and I'm going to continue today. So today I'm going to start with the bolts here. I think those are 10mm, and then this top one here is 15, and there's going to be, those are on both sides there, so 2 10s, and I want to say there's 2 15s. Yeah, there is. Underneath this door trim here, there's a 15. So I might have to pop this off. Alright, here's the passenger side. Looks like we got 2 10mm, 2 15mm, and I did have to remove this off the other side, this kicker panel. So I'll probably do that on this side because there was one down here over there. I'm going to remove this just in case there might be one down in there. 10mm, 7, 7, 7, oh, 7, 10. Underneath here on the airbag. These are 2 10s here and here. Alright, I got the dash cluster out. That's bolt there, bolt there, bolt there, bolt there. Those are all 7mm, I believe. It goes there, 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 and there. Also, took this off, put that down. 10mm, 10mm, and I popped these out. This is the 4-wheel drive switch. This is the rear window wiper switch. This is your headlights, and then your vent. And I'm gonna continue pulling this apart, and I'll try to keep videotaping. So this parking brake was 1 7mm. One of these two, I don't remember. And then this little tiny 10mm that holds it up in there. So this little piece here goes right there to hold that together. This comes off like that. I'm not quite sure what that is. 2 7s behind the speedometer and a 7 up there. Don't forget that 10mm. Alright, now it's wire connector time. We're going to take this connector piece out with, might be able to just pull it out. Yep. And then this one here, pull this out. There's this little prong things you push in, pull it out, and then I'm going to pull this one out, and then I got to do it on the passenger side too. So I already pulled these apart, but this is the orientation they go in, just so you know. So I know. And gray last, black on top, gray, green. Alright, connectors. These little guys go together. That one goes down there somewhere, connects to that one. I disconnected that, disconnected that one. These ones clip together. That one's got a blue deal on it. And then these ones go together up here on the dash, so you know. This is the heater ones, like right there. That's the heater control ones. Sorry, that's in front of my light. So that's what those go to. Driver's side, pried these apart with a screwdriver. Goes together. And that goes together with this one here, bigger two on the driver's side. And then this one goes to this silver box, and that's what this is connected to also. Not really sure what this is. Alright, I got the radio out. Yeah, I just stuck this flathead in here, and you push these tabs down on both sides and you kind of wiggle it out, and then the back connector pieces, you just push them down. I cut my finger, but you push them down and pull them out. They're just like every other one. And then this had a rivet in it, so I had to pop that out, and then this piece here should just pop out. Pull it to the back after your dash is kind of out, and then I'll pull that right out of the top. So this here, there's a bar that comes up here. I think it fell, yeah. This bar here fits in that spot there, and it connects to this 13mm bolt down here, and it kind of goes there. And this bar, it looks like this right here. There's the dash out. I got some of the plumbing still, and I still got to take this main bar out, and I did end up having to break this bottom plastic. Those are just riveted on, and then this is where the OBD2 and the parking brake mounts. This is, I had to break it around the steering wheel. I couldn't get it out of the steering wheel. I don't know how anyone else does it, but that's how I did it. The rest of it's fine. The rest of it's not broken at all. So this sits behind everything. This kind of sits on top of it, like that. And then this piece that goes around the steering column goes on top of those. These two are two 10mm nuts, and these two are 13mm bolts. There's one on top, one on bottom. And then this will come out. I'm just going to pull all the wiring off of it, and then I'll pull that out. Alright, I disconnected these two. One's like a clip on one side, one has a clip on the other side, the wiring harness on the other side. And I disconnected all the rest of this, moved it out of the way, and now we have all of our HVAC system. This will probably have to come off, but we have our HVAC systems visible now. which is good. All right, under the hood, let's get a look at these. We have this one here. Can't forget about that one. That's the one I missed at the junkyard, so for sure I'm gonna get that one first. This one there with the green thing around it, you gotta take your AC unit off and drain it. Take your quick disconnect tools or a flathead. I used a flathead last time. Disconnect your heater core. Now there are gonna be a couple sets of bolts back behind your intake here. Those are not fun to get to. I don't know how many there are, but there's a couple of them. I'll show you when I get to starting on those. And then you're gonna leak out antifreeze out of your radiator, your heater core here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop all the antifreeze so I don't make a huge mess when I do pull these off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first, and I'll start on these bolts here. Alright, you got a couple of these plastic things. They kind of just snap on to those bolts on there. There's two of those. Then you got a bolt, I'd show you but you can't see it, right directly back here underneath the, behind the motor, underneath everything. You got, in total you got two of these 10 millimeters. You got a 10 millimeter there. You got these 10 millimeter nuts, and still haven't taken the AC out, but that's all the bolts. Everything's loose. I got the heater core lines off. I still got to take these off, the front and the back heater core things here, and then the AC unit has to come out, the condenser. I unplugged that, and I gotta just pop all these lines off now. Alright, so here we are with the dash unhooked. I had to take the actuators off. This one actually broke the blend door off. That's part of the reason I needed to get that off. That one sat right about here, and the blend door didn't work. And this one wrapped up and around. These were all 7 millimeter and 5.5 millimeter bolt things there holding it on. And I just moved all the wiring out of the way. I got a big old bowl of bolts, and these are just the bolts that were under the dash. There's a broken piece there. I did leak some antifreeze on the floor here on that part, but not a big deal. I tried my hardest not to break anything, but I did end up breaking this. That's the quick detach thing for the hot heater core. The back one, this is the back and this is the front. It goes kind of like that in the firewall, and I did that when I was trying to pull it out. And the other one, I'll probably end up replacing both of them. The other one looked fine, but I did end up snapping a piece off of that one too. So here's the other one. That one, it's broken right there, and I would just feel more safe if I replaced both of them. But there's the HVAC, the whole HVAC. This door, I don't think this one was opening or closing. Yeah, that one seems like it's not working at all. So that actuator needs replaced.